Boys, most of the time, every single month, we get at least one title fight. Sometimes we're lucky and we get two of them, but just in a few days, UFC 303, we have Alex Pereira taking on Yuri Prochazka. Now, there's a few fights on that card, and if everything goes according to plan, there are some possibilities of a title shot that's very unlikely, but I want to see. I have 3 different title shots that I want to see, but are very unlikely to happen. Let's just start off with the very first one. We have Alex Pereira. He needs to beat Yuri Prochazka. There's a few things that need to go around for this fight to actually happen, but Alex Pereira, he needs to defend his belt this week. But not only that, I want to see Anthony Smith defeat Roman Dolidze, call his shot for a title shot. There's beef with these two already. I think this would be a fun build up to a fight. Do I think it's going to be the funnest actual fight? No, I'm not going to lie. I don't think this is going to be the most entertaining title fight that we could make right now, but build up wise, I think it would be fun. I can't wait for Anthony Smith to say some dumb shit like, 9 times out of 10, I beat Alex Pereira. 99.9% I beat Alex Pereira. I'm just going out there to make sure he doesn't get that 0.1% and win tonight. And then, he's going to get knocked out in the first round, go into the press conference and say, tonight just wasn't my night. I wasn't feeling myself. Today was that 0.1% where he beats me, because on paper, I beat him every single time. You can't tell me that the build-up to that fight wouldn't be just hilarious, wouldn't just be all around fun. The fight itself, wouldn't be the most entertaining. Yes, we would most likely see Alex Pereira viciously knock out Anthony Smith, which would be fun. But other than all that, is it the most entertaining fight that I have here? Is it the most entertaining out of these 3 fights? Fight-wise, no, but I would argue to say that it's probably the funnest build-up out of these 3 fights that I have. But let's keep moving on. This one, I didn't think about it until last week's fight, but that's gonna be Jon Jones defending his belt against Alexander Volkov. You cannot tell me this would not be a very fun stylistic matchup. Build-up wise, who really cares? It'd be very dull, but the fight itself, Volkov's shown that he's been improving and he's looked great out there against Pavlovich. I think he would look really good against someone like a Jon Jones. Stylistic wise, like I said, this is a fun matchup. Can Alexander Volkov use his tall reach, tall height advantage on Jon Jones, keeping it at distance? Or can Jon Jones get a hold of him, take him down? Can Volkov get up from the ground from someone like a Jon Jones? A lot of unknown questions, but nonetheless a very fun matchup that I think would be, one of the more fun stylistic matchups that we could actually make in that heavyweight division right now. Do I think that shit ever happens? No, to be honest. This is probably the most unlikely fight out of all of these ones. To be honest, I see 3 different outcomes for Jon Jones. 1, he just plain out retires. He doesn't fight Stipe. He's just over. 2, he fights Stipe and retires. Or 3, he fights Tom Aspinall and retires. At the end of the day, we are going to see at most 2 more fights from Jon Jones. At the very most. I don't see him fighting 3 more times at all. If we can just dream, then yeah, this would be a super fun matchup. But to be honest, realistically, Jon Jones has already said multiple times that he's not really into this anymore. He's trying to retire. He's going to fight Stipe and leave. So him defending his belt against someone like a Volkov, I don't see that interesting him whatsoever. Yes, it's interesting for us, the fans, but him himself, having to defend that belt over and over and over again, I can see why he wants to retire, but it is what it is. Let's move over to the very last one. This one, by far the most entertaining stylistic wise. Probably going to be the best fight out of all of these ones to actually watch. And that's going to be Sean O'Malley taking on another guy at UFC 303, Peyton Talbot. Now, a lot of people are comparing Talbot to the real Sean O'Malley. They looked very similar in the beginning of their career. Sean O'Malley looked really similar to Peyton Talbot, except for Peyton Talbot, he's the guy who's constantly marching forward, looking dialed in, where Sean O'Malley has those wide eyes, not really the one to be marching someone down, looking for that counter shot. Do I think this would be a crazy fight? Yes. Will this ever happen? I mean, there is a scenario where this could possibly happen, but is it going to be anytime soon? Absolutely not. Would this be a barn burner of a fight? 100%. Let's say somehow Sean O'Malley continuously defends his belt up until Talbot reaches a top 5 and gets a title shot. Then, best believe this could be one of the best title fights in that entire division. I'm not even going to lie. But at the end of the day, Peyton Talbot, he's very unknown. There's not a lot known about this guy. We need to get him through some tests, he might be, we might fraud check him here and there, but if he doesn't get fraud checked, if he keeps doing performances like what he's doing now, best believe this guy versus Sean O'Malley is going to be a conversation a lot of people are going to have moving forward. Two dangerous knockout artists going up against each other, two guys that have some amazing striking. For someone who enjoys the striking aspect of MMA, you're going to love this fight if it ever happens. Now, is it likely to happen? Absolutely not. You guys have to let me know in the comments below, what are some title shots that you guys want to see that are very unlikely to happen? I try to do fighters that are still in the UFC, haven't retired, haven't been cut, stuff like that. So that's why it's so limited. I was debating doing like 5 fighters I want to see, but at the end of the day, these are the top 3 that I would 100% love to see. But again, very unlikely. You guys are gonna have to let me know in the comments below, what are your guys's. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. We're on that goal to get to 500 subscribers. So if you haven't yet, leave a like on this video, subscribe with those post notifications turned on so you never miss any of my newest videos. And yeah, there's really not that much else left to say except for I will see you guys in my next video.